Well, hello everyone. Welcome back on in to Foundation, the cute yet intriguing city that we are building here. Now, there are a few changes I want to make, and I want to admit that you've probably screamed at me on episode 3 as to what I may or may have not done, or with some tips, so keep those coming, but I have pre-recorded, so just keep that in mind, and I will work to getting towards them. So, what we need to do is change up how our housing design is going to be. And I've already started this in the way that my residential, I've cut it off just down to this point here. And I want it to be around these main buildings. So this one here, what I'm going to do is essentially build out this church. I'm going to make it nice and big, but I might go down the chapel route and do a separate area for that as well. Because I'm working on what will affect these houses and what we kind of need to do. Houses aren't going to be built there anyway, but there we go. Yeah, I've cut them off from over here, and obviously I'm changing hunting at the moment, so we've only got this little batch, and we need to probably unlock a new zone and basically say you're not allowed to build on this zone whatsoever. We need a nice dense forest, and I still want to do this one over here. In an ideal world, I'd want some housing here and then hunting over here maybe, and then more fishing in this lake over here. Because there is one or two. I see 2 spots, I think. So yeah, there's a few things we obviously need to consider on that front. But for now, we're going to let these tier 2s come up, and that should help us go into the next phase. So, we're all good. I've got 9 people spare at the moment, so I need to kind of work on these as well. So, mainly want to get more bread. So I think I'm quite tempted to get in another wheat farm. And now, I don't know whether it's just better to... Can I make this bigger? That is the question. Okay, they're just going to complain it's too large. So we'll do a tiny bit more. Just so they don't complain. We may just need an extra wheat farm here. And I'm tempted to just maybe chop down some more wood as well. This whole industry area is no good. And I want these houses to disappear over here, if I'm honest. I'm not too bothered by these ones at all. So in terms of prosperity, then if we build up labour a tiny bit, we could probably get into some of these ones. And I still want to go this one here. So I'm going to unlock the edict slot. And what that's going to do for us is basically allow us to put one in. And the edict slots are great because we can get better thingies here. Upkeep of production buildings parts are decreased by 50%. Trade quantity bonus of 80% from villages of clergy, kingdom, and labour. Okay. Refund 50% of tools used after construction and building a part. Mandates and yield of stone, marble, yields of berries are decreased though, so we won't be doing that one. Honestly, I think the effects of production are going to be the edict we want here, because that will allow us more income from without the upkeep problems here. So I'm going to say hello to you. And I'm actually going to go ahead and get in a second wheat farm now. And this one, I am going to squeeze up here as well. I'm effectively, when that's done, I'm going to paint the fields around here. Obviously, we need some money, so I'm going to speed through, and I'm just going to paint around this here. I'm hoping up to about here will cover it. And that should be enough then to keep this flowing a bit more. All right, edicts and privileges. Enact careful planning. Revise an edict from a bailiff. We can't actually do that one. We can't change it. So we're going to have that one for now anyway. That's fine. Cool. The houses are in the tier 2 ones, and they hold a lot more people now. So looking good. Now to get to the next one, obviously you need heavy fortifications, but mainly we're going to beautify the area a tiny bit anyway around this. And I want to expand the church where possible. So we want to bring this one out, and I'm going to detach and move a few of the parts around because it adds a little bit more to it. So we're going to have a nice big church in the middle there. And I actually want to remove this piece off here. So I'm going to go with the doorway there. This piece is going to go off to the side here. And then I'm going to spend on even more coming this way. And it's going to affect our houses, but I think this is sensible because then I can get another bell tower this way. Or do I wait? I think I leave that. And we just apply those changes, to be fair. Let's go with that. I don't want to destroy these houses yet, purely because they're tier 2. Or will be tier 2. So we don't want to do that because it's a lot of housing space, so it should be good. Now we need to work on the refined food, which is obviously this one. I think I might want to get some more fish on the go. Bread is looking good for a refined food. So maybe we flip one of these. We've got bread, we've got common clothes, we've got meat. I need more fishery as well. So let's get another fishery in. And again, these can be adjusted however we kind of want them at the moment. I think we can go two next to each other and it won't have too much of an impact. So let's get one of those in as well. And I know we're kind of wasting money at the moment, but I will get another territory. I just need to rebalance all of my stock momentarily. And I think this wheat farm will be a good one. It has to be done. We're going to levy just really quick so I can get a few things sorted. We're going to get this wheat field done. I'm actually going to build another builder's hut as well. You made a really good suggestion on episode 2, actually, to consider getting another one. And actually, I do forget it sometimes. It is worth doing. So, this building doesn't really matter where it goes, right? So let's just get this in. I don't want them next to the other ones, but I don't want to overtake the berries and stuff. And I have noticed the berry amount actually reducing a little bit as well. Let's get a third one in there. Let's forage up a little bit more. And I did realize I did a bit of reading as well. You can't get a second company until you unlock it down in the tree here. I believe somewhere down here unlocks the second one. We're very close to getting down here if we need to as well, which is like the wheat farm improvements and all that sort of stuff as well. So, and tooling, I'm not even sure if we can get to prospecting anything. We'd have to buy out to this one. So it is a consideration, but I just need to keep it going. The church is looking mighty over there, though. And it would be really nice to get these fully upgraded. So part of me, to be fair, is going to change. Let's change this, because these are never going to upgrade right now. So we'll keep these at a lower tier. And we'll just bulk in around the church. It just makes a lot more sense. There we go. We got just a chunky patrol area just around this bit, which I'm hoping should sort it out. So we're just going to assign 3 more builders now to get that working. And there are certain resources we're going to need in the storage buildings again as well. Let's keep an eye here. How are we looking? See, if we unlock that one, we'd have a really good... So I think that's... Yeah, we're going to have to do it. Let's get hunting done in this square here. So, well, that would have been probably better, actually. But at least we're going to get meat from that one. Got to spend money to make money, as they say. And yeah, that's much better for the patrol area, isn't it? So they're looking much happier. So if I get a commoner resident and happiness up in here, we can go into the next one. So it might be time to get a bit of beautification done. And let's do this. So road sign and a rope fence. Well, rope fence we can have by the church. Now these obviously don't do much unless you're kind of in the zone, but you can put them next to each other. And let's just go down a little bit slower and then, what is it? A road sign. If we were to get a little road sign in here, it would be enough to reach these houses. And then if you do it over here, look, it expands the zone almighty. I wonder if I put it there then. Yeah, it didn't destroy anything. Perfect. And that should then give these guys the next thingy. So as long as they've got a commoner residence, which, to be fair, there's certain things... So, best suited to surf. You need to go through and decide which ones are best suited to what. So I'm going to upgrade a couple of these guys to get a few more taxes. So we'll get those up to commoners in here. And there's the common path tier 3 that has been reached. And honestly, I should be able to paint this really soon. So that double kind of path is good. Okay, we'll keep taking them in because we will need them. We're on 74 population already. And actually, I think I'm going to need maybe another tax office a little bit further away, or some kind of expansion. Let's get another fisherman in there. I'm just looking. We're getting okay. We've got the flour. I just need the bread kind of going in. So let's just check the market, make sure there's nothing else we need to kind of give. Berries, fish, meat, bread, common clothes. I think that's good. Let's check the needs of these guys then. So if we can get a light fortification near here, we should be able to improve that. So is there a specific easy way to do the light fortification? I know you can do watchtowers, but it always says it's too far unless you're inside of one of these zones. You can put a watchtower like on... Yeah, it just says too far, look. Unless the barracks just need to keep building out. I don't know. I need to get this chopped down around here, to be honest. Let's go ahead and get a couple more storage spots here. So we are going to go with another warehouse. And obviously, I'm just going to put it here. And this one is going to be exclusively for the stones, pretty much. So we'll get one in there. So I'm just going to free up some of that. And here we go. So let's get 3 farmers straight in here. Probably reduce this down, actually. I could probably farm it that way. So there's too large. There we go. Adequately sized field. Perfect. So we'll get some more wheat from that one. Hopefully we can pump up the bread numbers. And that is our next trade route as well. So we want to work on that one. So 20 bread. What can we sell to them? Let's have a look here. Okay. I think it's going to be time to try and get hold of the tavern here. So we want to get up to labor splendor. So how we're going to do that is by decorating down the labor tree. And some of them, the easiest way is for us just to kind of go through this, right? There's a couple of benches there. That takes us up a little bit more. Not going to mess with any mandates yet. We can't upgrade the trade routes until we get more in. It would be nice to get some of that, but a simple passageway. Does that have to be attached? I actually think getting the towers, does that add anything to it? Or does it just act as a housing element? So I want these spires at each point where I can, because I think they'll look super cool. And I want to build this out naturally to come more this way. And I know that sounds a bit weird, but I'm going to do it because that gives some good beautification. What do we have here? Wool for the king. We have loads. So what do we need? 150 gold. Oh, yeah. Hello. Take my wool. We are good. Okay, with that then, that gives us some good money. Do we need to get anything else here? So wheat field, obviously we have the second one. Which they should start on that momentarily. What else do we want to do then? So 163 coins. Honestly, let's take a look. Because we have the ability to do certain things like storehouse improvements, which could be pretty handy actually. I love that you can add that on to things now. Makes life so much easier, doesn't it? Tricky. It's tricky, it's tricky. I want to work on the expansion of these guys, so I might wait for you guys to tell me on these how I can get the light fortification to go a bit further. You know, the patrols are working, but they don't seem to be that good. But I really want to naturally build this up as much as possible. I've seen these houses have come out now, so if we want to get more berries, which I actually think we're going to need, we do need to get that over here. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little berry hut just in this kind of zone. Maybe here. And then I'm going to come in. And is it time? We don't have enough planks yet. I was thinking about building the bridge. Let's have a look here. Do we want another carpenter? We're just building a lot at the moment, so it's fine. And look at this. We get more upgrades happening. So I am in a better place. They do seem to be going to the next tier, which is fantastic. So plenty more space for people to live. Now, I'm just thinking, if we can... Let me just double check. Is there a way of seeing your patrol area? Ah, here we go. Zoning areas. Cool. I can use this one up here. So as far as housing's concerned, do I go ahead and move this Tailor Workshop? I think so. I think we change where this one kind of goes and we push it back here because actually it doesn't matter anyway, right? Is the way I'm thinking, because I can get a house in over here and I want this to be more dense, and I think I move this one. So we're going to have to build this one to then destroy this one, which I'm going to just destroy it anyway. And then as far as the butchery goes, this needs to move out as well. And honestly, I might move it over here. And I don't see a way of just moving buildings, so you have to rebuild them. So we want a hunter's farm. So next to each other it makes a bigger zone, but that's fine. That's actually like a really good spot for them. I'm going to do that. We're going to plow through and hopefully I can get these destroyed before long. And I'll get this one kind of up. We are going to need some kind of tool production though. We obviously have this one resource here. So this one was going to be the stone. I think I'll put logs on there as well if need be. And then polished stone. Or maybe remove the polished stone. We've got enough room for that. We've got spare spots for that one. And let's get some people in the foragers now so we can keep a good surplus of berries on the go. And is it labor then if you decorate? It is. It's labor if we decorate the market. So let's do a bit of decoration over here then whilst they just scurry and get all this building done. So, the best ones, to be honest, are going to be the nice and easy food stands. And they look super cute anyway. And if you look, each bench has a little seating kind of area that you want to consider as well. I'm just going to have some benches along the edge. To play those changes, there's a couple of smaller ones. What does that take us to? 14. Some of them are worth a hell of a lot more, though. But again, some do need building with planks, so it might be cheaper just go with the upfront cost ones. Like certain trees. We definitely need some kind of trees. Would be nice to get a hedge thing here. Is that a bit much if I put that there? Yeah, that's too much. Let's get rid of that one. Be nice to have a buffer of these maybe. So this one isn't going to be too big. I think I've got a plan for about 8 stalls max over here because I'm going to build a new home zone around a different area. So let's go with that one there. Maybe one more of those. It is a bit of a waste of money right now, guys, but just deal with it. We have different trees? I think so. Have one this end. And you know I like to decorate, so... Okay, let's remove these zones as well so we can have a proper look then. Ah, there's a fortification view in here. Okay. So yeah, you'll have to let me know if there's any better ways to kind of just bring that up, you know. Undesirable neighborhoods. There's that one there. That bit over there, but it's going to move anyway really soon. And then beautification. So we've got a little bit around here. We do need to work on that just to buff this up then. So I think if we get 1 or 2 beautification things in here, it's going to hit these. Again, don't really have any money, but it's fine. See, if I put this one here, look, it's going to expand that whole greenery. I think it is going to be easier because I think at some point we can build walls around the settlement and that'll class as like your light fortification or heavy fortification. Now, one of my questions is, does heavy fortification override light fortification and act as the upgrade needed for the tier 2 as well? And finally, we have the wheat in over here as well. So yeah, let me know on a couple of those points because interesting to know actually. We are going to need to hopefully, I think it is time we up our plank production then. So if I focus that as our main thingy here. So if we get in another sawmill, problem is if we attach that to that, it goes pretty bad. So we do need to keep this as the zone. We've got the main storage of it over here. We just need 10 gold to be able to do that. Happiness is up if I wanted to hit a big levy again. Which I might do. Let's see if they buy enough for us to build this. Right, it's time. Levy time. Let's get that one in. Perfect. Whilst the trader's in the settlement as well, I might be able to buy some tools off him. Is it him with the tools? I hope so. If you're wondering, you have to have the resources inside a warehouse for them to buy it. There we go. We just bought the 10 tools we need. So we needed that coin. That actually timed up really well. And later on, you'll be drowning in gold anyway, especially when you get onto like gems and stuff, when you can kind of farm them. I do want to get over to here to start excavating, actually. It'd be really good if we could get hold of our own tools. And actually, we can get it. Upkeep's quite a lot, but it does mean we can go into this bad boy. Charcoal hut, iron mining camp, iron smelter, and blacksmith. So let's grab that one. The only question is we need to survey it, I believe. So if we come into here, how do we survey it? You used to have to survey it. Maybe you don't have to anymore. Oh, there's iron nodes on the map. Look, it's different now. Amazing. Okay, is that in my territory at least? Because actually you don't need to do anything with the stone now. Alright, so there's going to be a bad desirability thing here, but I'm going to have the iron mine camp here. So there's 3 nodes that if we want to go full iron production, then we can come out this way, can't we? So let's go ahead and get this one. Well, I mean, farms, they don't need to be dirty, right? So we'll get that one in here. Can't build it just yet, but I can set up at least the production chain. We're going to need some kind of charcoal hut to also get that going, which is filthy as well. Don't really... Yeah, let's get that one there. An iron smelter will also get over here. Now, I don't know if you guys do this any differently, but I like to try and keep the production chains by each other. And then the blacksmith we can have on the back here. And then what we'll need is one beautiful warehouse. Not a builder's workshop, a warehouse. And this warehouse will act as the store for these things. And I'm going to squeeze it in on the back here. And the warehouse I can build. So we're going to let that one kind of do its thing. And get this production chain in when I can afford it. Then hopefully we'll stop spending on buying tools. Now, this yield of wheat for these two should give us a hell of a lot of bread. I think it's probably worth us coming into the trade now to make sure we're not overselling. So fish, we're good. Common clothes. We sell what we can, but we don't have any anyway. We've got 40 planks. I might turn off the plank one now. And tools, we do need to keep buying them in. I'm just going to reduce it. And then maybe just slow down the amount we're building at a time. We'll need those for this chain. But I will be levying money whenever I can, actually. I think it's just the right way forward for us to get things done. But actually, we've moved on pretty hefty over here, which is great. Okay, just assigned 3 new people to the sawmill as well. And I'm happy to admit that I made a mistake. So I'm building the spire over here. I had it selected on the manor house and I needed it selected on the tax office. So I can apply more people to that. All right, I think I don't want to levy just yet because we're still on a minus 16 from it. But once that one runs out, I think I will hit a levy again. We're okay pretty much on the refined foods, mostly. So that's good. And as you can see, we got quite a few different houses upgrading now. So we're going to be tier 2 housing density, but tier 2 housing quality as well on a few of them here, which is great. We're just waiting on those planks. So we should be okay to have these sorted, which again is going to bring in more money. If I remember correctly, the taxes are done based on the type of villager as well, which I need to double check. So we're not taxing the commoners. I forgot about this. So that would give us 24 from those guys. 12. It's a little bit extra. Let's go for the 24. And then I'll just come into the buildings. I think this is how we best can upgrade them. So if we go to the butcher here, we have a look here. See, you'll be better as a commoner. Okay, so hunter's camp. Hunting. Did we didn't have that square, did we? Okay, so they run out pretty quickly of these anyway. But we can go ahead now and bin that off. And when the planks come in, we'll have this one going as well. This is really good. And we're back to what we need on the tailor as well. So it's worth having more in. These need to be upgraded to citizen when I can as well. Just thinking, how do I want to approach the rate for this? Is there buildings we can build inside the manor house that would offer it? Yeah, the manor towers do offer light fortification. And it's only those, so I'm kind of getting it now. So we need to pump everyone around this. So is that one we're building? Is that one? Yeah, that is going to be one. So hopefully this house will get it. So actually what that does mean is if I were to bring this out here, I might change that field actually just to bring it more round this. That would make a lot more sense. I'll just carve this bit off here. And I know you can forbade certain areas as well. So what I need to do is build another kind of extension on here and then a tower this way. And then we can house over here, which would make a lot more sense. So I think I'm going to leave that windmill just producing right now, but I'm also going to go ahead and get a new one. And I'm going to put it over here. And I'm going to just move everything out. So obviously we can't afford them yet, but I'm going to make sure we have it in a position that's okay. I think the granary is fine in there. And I could do a chopping down these trees actually as well. Probably don't need 2 transporters in there. I'll remove one and we'll just mill up whatever we can. But as you can see, we did end up with some pretty good resources off that last batch as well. So all good. All right, we're on 82%. We're looking pretty good for everything else. So fishing is coming in really nicely now. There might be an opportunity to fish a little bit further. But yeah, I'm in a good place now. I'm in a really, really good place. Money's coming back up. And I'm going to build around. So I'm going to set this one up. And I'm going to redesign this. I'm going to come back with the same size manor house this way. And I'm going to house just back here. So these guys are going to move a little bit. So what I'm going to do is change this. I don't want to change it until they've kind of cut it really. And I quite like the path going through it anyway. So we'll have it so that they kind of go this way. So hopefully they'll cut this down anyway. But that's fine. And then that means I can house just here. So we'll have a bit more residential coming this way. just so it's more around this manor house, and then I can get this stuff moved out over here, which is really good. All right, I'm going to firstly do the windmill then. I'm not concerned about the iron production just yet, but we do now have the butchers, so I'm going to demolish, and then hopefully I can assign the 2 should go straight into there. There we go. Is that right, actually? Yeah, you're a commoner. I need to upgrade Isambard to a commoner as well. And commoners do eventually produce a lot more tax, so... And there we go. We've got 4 tax collectors now, which is fantastic. So we should be able to collect more money from around the place. And still got enough people to do the production chains should we need them. So let's wait to get you upgraded as well with taxes. I'm not going to destroy the windmill just yet because there is actually quite a lot of wheat to carve up. And we can obviously get into beer production chain and the pub as well. And I'm going to guess each of these bigger buildings are something that we can then use with light fortification, if that makes sense. So this one now should have it. Yeah, it does. So we'll need some kind of patrol coverage, and I wonder if I kind of come this way, will it be enough? So I can probably cut this bit off. I'm going to try it just to see. So we'll set a patrol just around this. And I reckon this may expand tenfold as you start building it out anyway. And I want to change the color of that one, actually. That's not okay. There we go. It needs to match. Let's just take a little look as they scurry around at this new area where this steeply kind of old rickety church is. It looks fantastic with the newer houses coming in there, look. Oh, man, that looks awesome. The manor house in the background there. Overlooking. Very, very nice. Okay. Is there anything we can do? Right, so we should... I'm going to turn back on the trade of the planks, actually. Now that we've got some in and we're not building so many, let's make sure we have 50. And then sell the rest. And honestly, we have the money to start the iron mine. So where is it? Not the charcoal. We want the actual iron mine. Which one's the iron mine? There it is. Iron mining camp. So we're going to start mining up iron a little bit where we can. And then I'm going to just start smelting that. Soon we will have the tools we need and weapons. You can sell the weapons as well. So pretty damn good. See, it used to be, you see these big rocks, you used to excavate them. And you get random kind of gems and stuff. But I like the change so you don't have to need to worry about that now. Probably worth checking to see if we have any other resources. Oh, you can turn off these as well. That's good. Might turn on that parts under construction. Yeah, that's better. I can see what I'm working with them. But we'll see if they get this far. It looks like they have come down here, which is good. So we may see the upgrade. And once they hit the full green, as long as the thingy stays up high enough, they will obviously upgrade. And that will give us plenty of living space anyway. We're on 85 population. And what are we waiting for in here? That's just almost finished, actually, which is great. And we're still milling up, so I'll remove the other one momentarily. All right. And hunting is doing a good job. All right, we have wood for the king. Sounds like a good trade. So accumulate 100 wood within 15 days and confirm the delivery. So can we do that? Let's pause that sawmill a second and see if we can get this up, because that would be ideal. For some extra coin. I'm also going to upgrade this one, so that will give a commoner in that residence, and that will keep that met. I don't want it to downgrade. I want to keep it where it is. Might be time to hit another levy. Just going to do it. Thank you, guys. So this will gradually become more and more as we levy things as well, by the way. What we're going to do is go ahead and destroy that mill, and they should automatically assign across to this one. Costs 4 wheat for 1 flour, though. So I don't know whether we get yet another farm. That might be a smart choice. But in the meantime, we're obviously going to get the iron camp done. And then we want the charcoal. Then we need the iron smelter, which uses these two. So we want that one as priority. Then it will be the tools. So we'll get all of those. That's expensive, but it's worth it. And honestly, is it worth us hunting this territory? Yes, it is. Did I get that one right? Yeah. Okay, and we'll just add in an extra little hunting zone there. We'll have a nice big hunting area for these guys as well. Okay, let's take a little read then and see what else we want to move into. So we do need to get this Labour Splendor up to 25. I'm told that if you come down the tavern, it's much easier to do a lot of things. And the bailiff office is how we change things up there. So yeah, there we go. Village fortifications. A fortified position for villagers to organize patrols. Village watchtower covers a small area with light active fortification. Provides light passive fortification within their designated area. So we need this tavern quite drastically. So let's spend a little bit of our money just doing a tiny bit of beautification. And honestly, I want to make this middle area just that little bit better. So, actually, wrong one. We need marketplace decorated. Before I spend the money, we need to come into here. So let's go with a couple more tree designs and hedges around here. I want to get a couple of market stalls in here, so I've got to be careful how I do this. I'll just quickly apply those before the money runs out. Although money, there we go, Labour tier 2. We seem to have hit enough. Those look really cool, those lamps in the marketplace, man. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay, let's go ahead, and it costs 5 Labour coins to unlock, so nice and cheap. And what is it, this one? Village fortifications we're going to grab. Look at that. That's just a game changer right there. I just saw that. So we can make all of these, design it how we want now. So actually I can chill out. That's perfect. So we're going to come into the fortifications, and I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go for the village watchtowers. And it means I can change... Oh, this just changes everything. I don't need to mess with this now. I can have my manor house on its own, which is what I wanted anyway. So let's go for these houses here. It kind of makes sense for the tower to be this way, looking across at these guys. And then we can set up the patrol to hit these once again. Yeah, that's good. Because I do want to house around the market, if I'm honest. So I can make this work now. This is... Oh, that makes me so happy. It's exactly what I needed. That's everything. If only I knew that before. But we do now have the tavern. I'm not going to build it just yet because I actually wanted that for the fortifications. So that's going to be the main thing we do. I'm trying to save up the wood to get this. We've got 7 days. And honestly, I was cutting from over there, trying to clear it. But I'm just going to re-add this now to try and speed up. We've got 7 days to get 60-something wood. Just going to pause that watchtower. I don't want to use that wood for it yet. I want to just pump this out. I don't know if we're going to hit it. It doesn't matter too much, but it would be nice to get those 5 kingdom influence here, but it's fine. Okay, that house is downgrading. We will sort you momentarily, so you will no longer be a worry, but that's fine. Don't know if we're going to hit it. It is jumping up nice and quick, but we'll have to see. It's how quick we can kind of get them in storage, really. I'm going to get rid of that cloth and change that to wood. And then we've got a warehouse full of cloth, so I don't really want any more going in anyway. We can obviously add extra tailors, actually, to keep the clothes coming. You know what? Part of me wants to add some new things in here. So Labour side of one. Look at this. Adds 2 total worker capacity. The drinking post, stewing post, and a munching post. Napping post. Some of them, look, this woodsman is just decorative parts as well. So you can set up whole lumber camps, which I think is really cool now. I don't think we're going to get there, though. 3 days and 70. I don't know. We might do. Still want to get this wheat thing down, but which one of these are using logs? I think they're all planks, aren't they? So we're just waiting for tools. The charcoal hut was the logs. So what we'll do, because we're going to be using charcoal very soon, we're going to need to expand that woodcutter's lodge. It might even be worth us going up this way with another one. We have a tiny bit of wood there. We could get them to plant up here as well and get these chopped down. This one, we need to assign these specific resources then. So we're going to go iron, charcoal, iron blocks, and then tools. Okay, wood not delivered. That just means I can turn back on the sawmill again. That's okay. Let me just check this. No access to refined food. We've got plenty of refined. They just need to distribute it a little bit better. think it might just be down to maybe needing another market still for that. Items, let's have a look. Hey, they're doing okay. Right, now we're not worrying about that wood then. Should we focus on getting this sorted? I'd love to just be able to move buildings though. I'm just going to plonk the other builder's workshop over here, guys, because I want to clear that one out. It doesn't need to be over there, so let's get that one there. And let's demolish that one. I do like that it auto-assigns once you clear it, which is nice. Let's go back up to 10 tools. Hopefully we can buy some off this guy. Or I think it's this one. The Northbury Trader, yeah, it's the tools from them. What does he have? Food and iron. So if I was to get another wheat farm, what is the cost of that? It's 4 tools. That's the problem. I don't want to use that just yet. Although it'd be really cool to have. Okay, we'll place it there, but we won't use it. I think we got our tools so we can get things done. So hopefully then we'll be able to get the iron mining camp sorted. And the charcoal hut. And the smelter. And that's just polished stone. We've already got the tools in there. We keep selling our polished stone, don't we? Maybe a second stonemason's hut then. I know I did one a while back, but I got rid. So we're just going to get another one. And there we go. The iron camp is done. We can officially hammer through that one. These guys set that one up so we can get that production going in and out of there now. So the next one, obviously just need to smelt up some charcoal. There's going to be a lot of wood carrying back and forth from here. And I can fix that at some point anyway. And then there's one building I'm doing that needs money, which is the stonemason, which actually should be pretty straightforward. It's another 8 tools though. So we really need to get this production chain up and running. It does look awesome though. I'm enjoying just watching it. I was looking from over here with the farms, man. It looks great. So yeah, I think having a bit of farmland coming around this would look really nice. And just acts as a nice little buffer zone for that one, right? And obviously once we get the money sorted, I should be able to come across here and start utilizing this section. Which, in all fairness, it would make sense to move lumber camp kind of over this way. But at the same time, it would be nice to have houses both sides of the bridge, right? I've got to come up with some ideas. You'll have to let me know on that as well. But I do like that as an idea. Oh, charcoal camp. I'm actually just going to hammer everyone in there for now. Iron smelter's got everything in, and blacksmith just needs the polished stone. So we are good on this production chain momentarily as well. And I'm ready for another levy. I know, guys, it has to be done. As I say, it's getting more and more each time, which is fantastic. I can go ahead and get the wheat farm ready as well. So I was starting to think, so obviously they need to walk a long way for the patrols to get to down here. If I kind of changed this up, so a second lot would come over here, right? But instead, if you had this more central, it kind of means your fortress does need to be pretty central. Because these guys don't get enough. They get a little bump, so if they do upgrade, they get enough, but they're never going to upgrade because they never hit that full ring. Whereas these guys are. So I can at least get these guys upgraded, right, with this watchtower. So that'll be good. That's something. And I'll change the trading now of the polished stone. Where is it? Resources. So we're selling all of them as they come. That's why we're not getting many. Let's actually... yeah, let's say keep 15. So we won't make any money momentarily, but we did levy a good amount. So how do we want to do this? I think pigs we want to still get up. So I do want to be buying the zones as much as possible. This one, again, was a good hunting zone. So let's grab that. So look at this. We'll have crazy amounts dedicated to hunting over here. For that one hunter's camp, there should be enough. And I'm told if you leave a few patches where there aren't pigs... or hogs, or whatever you want to call them, they will respawn in those areas after you've kind of farmed the rest of them. So we'll see, we'll see. Actually, if I look, that one, no, it looks okay. So you should have a steady stream of them at least. Okay, let's open the resource thingy here, and let's have a look. There we go, look at that. We have iron ore, we have coal. So let me just double check what the production chain was for the blacksmith. It shows you when you hover over it, doesn't it? So if we come across to the blacksmith here, 1 tool in exchange for 3 coal and 1 iron. So iron is made from 2 coal and 4 iron ore. So you're going to need a lot of charcoal, a lot of coal from that. So we'll keep an eye on the values and see how we get on though. All right, our tool trader is here. We have enough money for it, so I'm hoping to get this watchtower sorted, which will give us our housing requirements. Honestly, I don't know whether we just get another one in, actually. Obviously, village fortifications. Can you just get, like, a guard location? Oh, we can. You can just pop a guard location here. I do kind of want to do it with watchtowers, though. They're pretty cheap to build. Watchtower over the market, do you reckon that would be cool? Or do we focus these ones here? What we do is we turn... So what's the range on these? Don't want to miss that house out there. And we've got to think where we're going to put a tavern as well. I think it's worth just doing this instead. Might be able to squeeze it right there. Yeah, let's go there. It's not going to destroy the houses, and it's going to get these guys here, and they're easy for patrolling, right? So that just makes sense. Right, here we go. This should be the buy here. Boom, 10 tools. Lovely. Could have bought more, but that's enough to get everything done. So we should see our watchtower come in now. Oh, I paused that one. Silly me. Oh, that should be enough for our wheat farm. So let me have a look. 4, 6, 8. Yep, because we had enough in for these anyway. So we have then the spare tools. That needs 4, though, actually. Oh, that needs 8 for the stonemason hut. Maybe pause that one. We actually don't need a massive rush. I've stopped selling them now, so as long as we get these guys in. Oh, we bought some more. We're fine. They went to the other warehouse over that side. So we're all good because we've got tools set on this one. Is that why? It is. Okay, cool. You know what? Part of me wants to remove these houses from here. I'm going to do it. So what I'm going to do is have exclusively more fishing spots over here. And because they're being affected by desirability, I think that's fine. And it does mean I can reduce the patrol spot down. There we go. So when this goes, I can get a fishery. I can go up to 4 here. I think there's like quite a few spots. Yeah, we got quite a few along the river that we can use. So, and we're making money off that. It's kind of propping us up quite well. There we go. We have the iron smelter in now, and they like to be commoners. So let's get those going up to that, which in turn should be more taxes. Yep, it's looking good. Look at that, 16 per commoner. And watchtowers coming in as well. All right, I'm going to turn off the tools trade now. So we're going to stop that coming because we're going to be producing our own, which is great. And I'm going to turn up more fish in a moment. Just checking the marketplace and what we kind of need to consider. So bread and meat obviously are coming. We have more meat, but we don't have as much as I'd like. And I think actually what we need is a separate granary yet again. Kind of help with that. Let's go ahead and get another granary. So at the moment we've just got that one, haven't we? Let's go and put it more maybe this way. Yeah, that one can be dedicated to boars. And then what I'll do is take the boars off that one. I don't mind keeping meat there. And then what we can do is get a second lot of berries in there because we have loads of them. And then this one here will be the assignee of both boar and meat. It just makes it more efficient. All right, we're ready for our crop field on this bad boy. There we go. The next farm is in and surrounding our little windmill there, which is awesome. How are we doing on this? 1 more polished stone and we have our blacksmith. Let's take a look at how we're doing there. We got 10 iron bars. Nice. So yeah, we may need a second charcoal hut. I'm looking at logs and I think we're fine. And actually, there's also one other thing. I'm going to remove these carpenters out of here. I might get rid of that. I'm not sure because we can actually upgrade this anyway. So you can add... We're going to be able to add things in if we unlock it, which might not be a bad shout. I think not necessarily the storage improvements, but there should be one along here. Is there a plank one? Not so much. Let's have a look. Unlocks an estate privilege slot for your village. Yep, we'll grab that one. And manor housing, lots of different stuff. Is there new ones that would help? There is. Stone Tower Miner. We could also build a treasury on ours and a bailiff office. Village fortifications. A fortified position for villagers to organize patrols. See, I had that anyway then, didn't I? Did I have that with these guys? Just looking through. Because this one unlocks... Yeah, we've got that one. I don't think there's anything else we want at the moment. I'm just going to hold fire. I'm trying not to rush and do too much at once. What do we have? So, he wants us to accumulate the wool. Yeah, we can do that. all we need to do is reduce. Let's pause that one because we got so much cloth. Honestly, is there a trade for cloth? We get that bread sorted, we could do this. We could turn it off in the market temporarily and just kind of get that one. Is there anyone that buys the cloth? No. Not that I can see anyway. So it might be one of these, but no. Cannot see it, so we'll leave that. Let's get that blacksmith prioritized and we'll have our own tool production. See, it's got this. So it says activate light fortifications, but then it says too far from any watch post. Oh, is that why it's a checkered kind of thing? So you'd have to have it inside of these or inside of these, but then looking out. I get it. Okay, so that kind of does highlight what we need to do then, doesn't it? So you'd almost need to do this and then turn it. And then it would still be within the purple zone, but looking out on all of these. Is that right? You'd have to come all the way to the edge. Only one way to find out. Let me test it. Destroy that one. No, that says the same there, look. So I don't really know. I'm destroying them out because I have no idea how this works. Because the watchtower's here, right? So how far over would I need to go with a watchtower? If I put this here and then put in like a corridor and then attach this to there, for example, is that what it means? You'd have to kind of like build it out. I'm going to apply it and see what happens. I'm just going to test it. What do we have then? Let's get these assigned in. So we're going to produce our tools now. Hello. Very well. An industrious clang of metal echoes. Ooh, 10% improvement. Does mean we can levy. We're actually okay on this. We're one away from 100 pop now as well, which is really nice. Yes, that one still says the same. I'm assuming then a guard will go stand on this. You basically would have 5 pointing out from this that's in range of the watchtowers. They're going far enough down here. Are you guys getting enough though? They don't hit it enough. It's kind of crazy. And there we go. We broke over 100 pop though. Yeah, we'll just wait for this one to kind of happen. Produce tools. Lovely. Nice little achievement. So we are officially making our own. So that's a money earner now. So we'll stop buying them at least. Population hits 100. You've welcomed 100 villagers to your growing community. While still small, the spirit of cooperation shines through. It's a hopeful beginning as you lay the foundation. Another 10%. To be honest, as they're so happy, we should probably just levy. Bit naughty, but let's do it. Okay, what do we want to do with this extra coin? Let's come down and see what we can unlock. So storage improvements, we'll definitely grab those. Wheat farm improvements, let's have a look. Okay, it's just decorative at the moment. That's fine. Luxury market designs, that's cool. Beer production would unlock the hop farm. And then we can set up the tavern. Common wares from planks and iron. Extend village edict. We're going to grab that one because I actually want to keep my edict at the moment. And then we're just going to come in and I can officially get the second one. And honestly, I would love to grab this, but I'm going to go with careful planning because that is an achievement for us. And then I'm going to come down here because we've got the labor one here. So we got trade price bonus, labor building upkeep reduced by 25%. Newcomers ignore the happiness factor. You can have one more concurring taxes without penalty. Every time you trade with labor allegiance, you gain 1 influence, or residential taxation happiness effect is decreased by 25%. That's actually really good. Taxes at -14, so we could take more money from them. Might try the building upkeep, though, and we'll see how we get on. Yeah, that gives us +4 every time now. That's good. Cool. Things are coming along. Just need to get this one sussed out. And we've got the wool. Let's confirm that bad boy now. And I'm just going to let the cloth work down a little bit because we're actually producing so much of it. And we are so good on money here. This is perfect. Look at all that wool now. It might be worth us getting another 2 in the windmill. Let's see if we can get all that milled up. And then we can get to 50 bread, which is what I'm aiming for. Hold on. Let's check the bakery here. Try and produce more. Get another one in. So it was a good shout getting the well there, wasn't it? We'll try and get more because we're going to be able to go crazy on this now. And to be fair, with the amount of wheat we have, I might just max that out whilst we've got people. And this is coming in as well. So that I think that watchtower extends the area anyway. So if we come over here, we check the fortification, it does. So it extends it out down to here. It'll be interesting to see if this will work. And that doesn't go far enough to kind of reach these, but it would be nice. I don't know how close they need to be. I reckon it's got to be within the radius of this, but it doesn't really tell you what the radius is. Take a look here. So at the moment then, we're not producing, let's turn that off. We're not producing enough from the iron. Okay, we have enough coal, not enough iron, so we just got to chill with that. We need the coal for this though. That's cool. We have 500 coins, and that's the absolute max that we can hold at the moment. So we're wasting if we don't buy stuff. So let's spend. Let's do some beautification, which actually excites me. So I'm going to see what we can come up with for a little bit. Look at that. Just that small bit of shrubbery in there. It starts to look really, really nice with a little signpost in the middle. I need a couple of benches around this little green patch here. So the plan was to... I know we only have lower level kind of decorations at the moment, but the plan is to get some in here. So we've expanded it out quite well. I'm going to go with some of these benches, and then I'll shift-click these bad boys. If you just hold shift, by the way, when you kind of place them, it automatically buys them. And then what you can do is just cancel out, and that's kind of it. I messed that up because you need to twist them. There we go. Right, bit of beautification done. We spent a bit of coin. Looking good. Look at this place, man. Looking awesome. Right, is this now working? Nope. Too far from any watch post. They are 100% the watch towers. That says watchtower. That says wooden keep. That says too far from any watch post. What the hell's a watch post? So this is classed as a watch post itself, the watchtower. So I don't know. And I've read exactly what it says, so I really don't get it. And I don't want to have to spend too much time on it, but it's really affecting how I'm building. So I really need your help on it, guys. It is an absolute pain as to why that's not working. And I've checked in here, and they said it's under the village fortifications bit, which is this. So look, it will unlock watch post, a fortified position for villagers to organize patrols. Is it somewhere else? Guard duty? Does that do it? No. Because if they're on guard duty, they can't patrol, right? Hold on. Hold on. I think, is it in here? Ah, there we go. Watch post. It's down here. So you have to physically set this up where... I get it. Okay. And this would need to be attached to this. So we may have to, again, rethink how we're going to do this then. So I'm going to put in a spire on this side. And can I raise that one up? I can. So that covers R2. This would be a watch post. And then from here, we'd have to send out this way. So we're going to have to get some kind of new manor house out this way, right? Let's try it. So this one's pretty pointless. I'll wait, though. Oh, no, that means it works. Look. Nothing to report. So I just needed to build that. So does that now mean if I build... So I kind of want to destroy that now. It looks silly. Let me check these. So this house... Oh, yeah. So now it's upgrading. Are you upgrading because of that as well? Maybe. You definitely are. So they're all now upgrading because of this one tower. So if I go in... Oh, that was... I can't lie. A little bit painful. So I wonder now if I were to... go... I'm trying to think how best to reach all these. It's that one house there that I won't reach. Unless I come all the way in. It reaches there. So I'm going to build that one as well and see if that one will count. And I think it will. So we may be able to get these upgraded finally. Oh, ignore previous. What's the issue here? What are you unhappy about? Light fortification. What does that indication mean? What are all you guys unhappy about? Light fortification. I'm honest, now that we have this, that tower goes on to there. Those guys seem pretty happy. Is that based on my current subset, right? I'm going to move that over. See, I don't know. There's all sorts going on, but that's fine. We're bringing everything in, and we are good. You'll have to let me know, though. I think we've established something there which seems to be working. You can see them all upgrading and stuff, so we're all good. There's lots going on. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry, it might have been a little bit of a longer one as I figured things out today, but I really appreciate you. If you could hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe if you aren't already, and tell me those tips, man. Let me know on those towers and stuff, because that is going to drive me insane. But I really appreciate you. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one.